We be outside
bullshit.
reading the Bible. What are you talking about?
And black men definitely.
And just talking about sports.
If black men don't cheat, then black women don't cheat. I've never seen a woman cheat in my life.
You ain't just see Keke Palmer?
That wasn't cheating.
She's cheating. That's worse than cheating. That's
we're gonna get into it because I have some thoughts on that. I actually have 2 thoughts on that.
It's been a rough week for the R&B girlies.
Don't do that.
It has been. Starting with Summer, I'm still on her ass. And by the way, that song she dropped with Usher was a slap. I give her that.
I just can't. Are we? Oh, we should start too.
We gonna do a cold start.
Oh, we're recording.
Are we rolling?
I love.
Shit.
I love when it starts to be like this.
I do too.
I love that. That's dope. Say what you just said.
It's
been a rough week for the R&B girlies. Summer Walker, Keke Palmer.
Tough.
Keke Palmer, I'm on her ass.
All right, so let's start with Keke. She
has a new song out with Usher, new video. Now, I don't know if y'all watched the video. I watched the video. I thought the video was mid. I think they tried to play on the "You Make Me Want to Leave the One I'm With"
cold pizza,
that vibe, and I wasn't feeling it.
I'm not too fond of the song. I thought the video was cute. But let's rewind. First of all, I think I have 2 sides to this. One side, I feel like Keke Palmer's boyfriend is in the green room eating fruit snacks with the baby, and this is all just...
What's his name again?
I forgot.
So fucked up.
I think he's in the green room yelling, "Cut!" Like, I think it just seems like a rollout a little bit, no?
I think so too.
It definitely does.
Does it not feel like a rollout a little bit?
It does.
But then on the flip side, like let's rewind and go back to what started all this. She goes to the Usher concert, which I would love to go to.
He just added some more shows, by the way, so you have a chance to
December,
go.
right? Yeah.
November and December.
Yeah, that's lit. She goes to the Usher concert, and I've seen the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit in that seat, he's going to step over, sing to you, and all those different things. So before we get too deep into this, were you guys uncomfortable? I don't like what you're doing. Are you guys uncomfortable with her gestures during the interaction? Like, where do you guys...
Before I go off, because I see what you're doing. You're trying to defend her.
I didn't.
Her actions. You're planting the seeds.
I started with saying
you're planting the seeds.
Manipulating the defense.
You're planting the seeds.
Okay, 2 against 1. Okay, cool.
No, not even that. Not even a fast break. Before you try to defend her, if you're hearing the sound of my voice, that means you're tuned into another episode of the Marc My Words Show. My name is Marcus Lamar, and I'm your host, and this is episode 41. Now, joining me today, I have 2 very special guests in studio. I typically do a dolo show, but I'm in New York one time only, so I had to sit down with DeAndra Scott from Queens. Shout out to her. And Loon, one of the mixiest niggas I know in Brooklyn of the Hard or Soft podcast. Make sure you check that out.
Jesus Christ.
Doing the mixy.
I know, he's definitely mixy.
Outside king.
I'm a child of God. Catch me at church. Y'all know where I be at.
Yeah.
And he's got a widely popular podcast, so make sure y'all check that out. But we're going to get into a lot today. I'm going to turn over the floor to D so she can finish defending Keke Palmer and that trash-ass outfit she had on. And you know that outfit was ass. I wasn't even worried about her.
Which outfit are we talking about? We're talking about when she was
with Usher, people were worried about her showing her ass. I was worried that the outfit was ass.
Okay, so here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start where you guys have the issue. Do you guys have the issue with the interaction between
100%.
them two?
100%.
So, to really, really honestly and truly keep it 100, ain't nobody in your relationship but you and your partner. You got to read the room. You got to know what's going to get on your partner's nerve. What are your do's and your don'ts? Me, personally, I didn't think the interaction was all that serious. But if you know that's going to really, really upset your partner, like if you have a child with this person, you should know a little bit, maybe I shouldn't do this, then why would you do this? So my whole thing is I'm looking at it like, yo, you should know that this would have pissed him off. So you kind of really, really, really putting your hand on this.
Aren't they still kind of like
I don't know.
fresh?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know who this nigga is. I know that if my woman did that, that means she does not respect me.
Okay,
and when you get home, I will not be there.
What home?
Yeah.
Mind you, she probably paying the bills at home, and therein lies the problem. He can't even get but so spicy in the crib because she's paying for everything.
Yo, imagine
he's her plus one.
So let me ask you this. Let's paint this picture. Me and you are together, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in entertainment.
Okay.
Janet Jackson calls you up on stage.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't have a problem with you going up there.
But what about what I do one time on stage or what Janet does with me on stage?
I'm fine with that only because like working in entertainment, it's entertainment. Like I just don't view entertainment scenes or anything like that as just like some random dude. It's a part of the set.
Okay.
So I feel like if Janet called you on stage, or if you don't go, then I'm going.
Oh, you're gonna go up there?
I would go.
Okay. Are you gonna find your way home too?
I can't go on stage with Janet.
No. What are you doing?
You strict.
So you see, for me, it's a little different because I'm actually kind of in the entertainment business, so I get it to a certain extent.
But that's
you
the
know?
part where I'm saying. So I feel like a lot of times we're speaking from the consumer standpoint, where it's like we're in some random club and some random nigga just said, "Can we curse on here?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Some random
damn
nigga, some random nigga just calls you on stage and says, "Yo, ma, come on stage. Like we about to do this." It's Janet. It's Usher. So, but like going off of what?
What the hell that mean? It's Usher. Listen,
I'm saying I
Yo,
said it's
girls
Janet.
be giving
Yo,
Usher
listen.
a hall pass
No, I said it's
because
but
y'all grew up with him and y'all love him to this day.
Yo,
Listen, I said it's Janet, it's Usher. I didn't just say Usher. I'm just speaking of the magnitude of the artist, and they are entertainers.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if you go to that concert, there is going to be that interaction. There's Chris Brown, Trey Songz, all these different artists. Like there's a lap dance section. Tiana Taylor, there's a whole lap dance section in her set. It's wild.
You know what? You're right.
So that's
You're
the
right.
only thing I'm saying. I'm
No, she's
speaking.
not.
No, I'm gonna get her. You're right.
I'm speaking
I
from
have to have
entertainment.
some understanding. And if I was Keke Palmer's boyfriend, because that's what he is. What
Yeah.
do we know his name? Darius or something like that?
I just
Right?
call him
I just
Keke
call him-
Palmer's
Okay, Keke Palmer's boyfriend, right?
No shade.
Before she leaves the house, I would have to go over some ground rules with her. Now, I
I agree with
understand
that.
this is
I
going to
agree with
make
that.
me seem like a misogynist or sexist, but hey, little Miss Mama, if you go to the concert with your friends, and mind you, her friends ain't shit either, because you shouldn't have been encouraging her. Someone should have been like, yo, not too much on Keke, like, or like, Usher, coming this way.
Was it that? Was it?
It was bad.
You
It was
s-
almost
you
as
saw the
bad
video?
as the video with her and
saw the
Usher boyfriend.
It's. I guess once again, I'm seeing it from the entertainment lens.
I'm looking at it as like what might not upset me might upset Marcus.
Agreed.
And again, that's your fault, Akil and the B, because you had a
Akil and the
kid
B.
with this young man. You should know your partner.
But that's also
Prime
it's also
prime
trial and
example-
error though.
Well, prime example, right? So you know, on my show, I am on a male sex-led positive podcast. And last night, I literally just had a scene, not porn. Let's get
Yeah,
that
I'm about to
out
say,
there.
when you said scene,
what's going
sir,
on here?
I had
I'm trying to get
seen-
the show picked
There
up
was
one
supposed to be
day,
a
please.
scene with a young lady where she wanted to like pour wax on me, right? Now, usually I'd be like, okay, wax on, wax off. But, you know, because like when you talk to somebody, you deal with somebody, I'm like, you know what? I'm not sure if she might be okay with this, but I'm not sure if she would be okay with this. So I just didn't do it. Oh, you know, I can't wax today. You know what I'm saying? That's me reading the room, understanding where I'm at in the situation or this relationship, and I didn't do that. And that's just somebody that I've just been talking to for a couple of weeks. Now, if this is my child's mother, I would honestly hope that you would know me well enough to know that will piss me off.
Well,
So again, I got to give you strike one for that. Like, you should know better.
Did y'all, now that we have seen the video or know that they dropped a song, do we feel like this was all orchestrated? Because that's why I tell people I don't trust people in Hollywood, because it feels like it was a setup.
I said it from day one when this whole interaction happened. That's why I
Mhm.
keep saying it's entertainment. This little section of the Usher, her being in the video, you saw my tweet.
Mhm.
It feels like this is all a game.
They
And
got
like
us.
if you work in entertainment, like we've all like it just everything, certain things can be orchestrated. Like I don't know.
So you think the boyfriend is in on it?
It could be
Small part
it
of
could
me.
be it could be anything. But if he's not in on it, I don't want to see it go out like this. Like
This
if,
looks nasty. If this is
it looks
not
bad.
a rollout, this looks nasty.
if it's
from
not a rollout,
standpoint
this looks
of
crazy.
She does not respect this nigga. And I don't blame him. See, what kills me about women is we tried to tell you, when I say we, I'm talking about men.
Wow.
We tried to tell y'all months ago that Keke Palmer's boyfriend was ass. Y'all told us,
He's cute.
no, he's ass.
His ass.
I'm not talking about how he looks. I'm talking about what he presents. Y'all told us she looks happy. I'm happy for sis. You know, she went through the
Okay.
skin problems and stuff. And we were like,
Mhm.
this guy looks like, he's kind of mid. Y'all hating. Okay, cool. Now look.
One Usher concert later.
No, hold up. But
Now look.
let
And
me
the
speak to
family
that
has been
because
broken.
on the flip side, y'all also have this argument about women that are in high positions, they don't pay attention to the regular guy. she's paying attention to that.
The regular guy.
The
yeah.
regular guy,
Mhm.
you guys have an issue with it. If she goes for the rich guy, you guys are gonna have an issue with it too. We never can win with y'all. So what is it?
Yes, for
What is it?
the women listening,
let me know.
that is it. Yes, what D just said is exactly true. It is a double standard. You guys cannot win. If you go for the mixy nigga, I'm gonna say, okay, you want to be
this is
outside.
the dumb
If you go
shit.
for the regular dude, I'm gonna say, why would you settle with this loser? He's a loser.
You are such.
Was that not crazy?
That was intense.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be 2-on-1.
No,
No,
that
I'm
was-
definitely
that
That's
was
why I sat
intense.
y'all on
That
this
was
couch. 'Cause I
intense.
feel like y'all gonna disagree with me more, but yeah.
100%.
I'm all for that.
Me, honestly and truthfully, listen, I don't necessarily have a problem with who she picks. Listen, I don't really be with who you want to be with, bro. I just ask that you just be respectful, truthful, and honest. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. There is a big word that me and Marcus use a lot when it comes to football, and it's called scripts. If this is a part of the scripts, yo, job well done.
That's-
I'm not gonna lie.
Job well
finessed
done.
it.
I
They
agree.
did a
But
great
if
job.
there is no script involved, Akila, this is the most diabolical game plan I have ever seen.
The
in my
fact that
life.
you're calling her
And
And I'm
Akila.
only saying it's diabolical because the song is fucking ass.
I didn't like the
And the
song.
video
I don't like it
was
either.
fucking
I don't like the song.
horrible. Like, when is the last time she's even... I didn't even know she was an artist. I
and
forgot.
she can't dance.
I didn't even remember she was an artist. Didn't she make... She made music
I
like
forgot she
15,
was.
17... Nobody wants to hear no new Akila in the beat.
We
We don't want to do that. And Usher, I'm very disappointed in you.
I didn't like the song.
Yeah.
I thought the video was cute. I also didn't understand what was happening in the video.
I didn't either, especially when
she
she
turned
started
into
dancing.
him.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with that. No, it really was.
That was tough.
Yo, you are not Summer Walker. You cannot have these public spats with your partner
Meltdowns.
and meltdowns, and we forgive you because you're like a talented songstress.
I
You're
forgive
not.
Summer for a
Of
lot.
course.
I don't.
Songstress is bad funny.
Yeah.
Whatever Summer Walker does in her personal life on social media, I scroll right past it. I just go straight to the music. I don't know what she's
Anything,
done,
yeah.
who she's with. I'm not.
Does she
I'm
have a hive? Does Summer Walker have a hive?
Yeah, I started it.
the Summer Hive? That's
Does
me.
Summer hive? Okay, yeah.
I need actually give me 3 people you guys will never jump off the cliff for. Like, there's nobody who can tell you anything about these 3 people. Go. I already know all
You
3 of you. I already know.
2 of them,
I
y'all
know
are gonna
3 out
hate
of
me for.
yours.
Well,
I already
one
know.
of them.
I
I
know
already
3
have
out
my
of yours.
3.
What's your 3?
Jay-Z, Nicki, and Kobe.
I
Oh
knew that was her 3. I knew that was her 3. Yeah, that's why I sat you on this couch. What's your 3? And then
I'm
I'll
gonna go. You wanna go? You wanna go?
Yeah.
All right. I got like 6.
Oh, 6. Jesus.
Kobe Bryant,
Of course.
Drake.
Yeah.
Don't kill me for this. Fabulous. I don't give a fuck. I'm from Brooklyn. Say what you
I
want.
fucks with
Nah,
Fab.
Debate-
I'm not mad
Debate
at
your
that.
mother.
I'll give you that.
Fabulous. Chris Brown.
Oh,
And 5th place would be. Damn, who's
Chris?
not? Yeah, just
Chris
relax.
Brown is
Just
crazy.
relax.
The cigarette era,
Just
I
relax.
can't do it.
Just
I'm sorry. You're right.
relax.
Woo.
Not too much. I got you.
damn.
And that might be about it for me.
Chris is
Might
in
be
the
about it
mix.
for me.
Y'all already know 2 of mine.
I know all 3.
LeBron, you are sickening. You
Tom
don't even
Brady.
have to say it. Like, you are
LeBron,
sickening with LeBron.
Tom
I'm not
Brady.
gonna lie.
Drake. And who would my 3rd person be?
Brady.
Actually, I'm gonna surprise y'all. And this might piss off some people. Joe Budden. I'm adding him to the list. That's my guy now.
I like Joe Budden.
That's my guy now.
I fuck with Joe.
Yeah, that's my guy now.
You don't like Joe?
He's a very interesting guy.
I like Joe.
I'll say that.
I like him.
He's an
I would
interesting
add
guy.
Stephen A in there, but I feel like
That's
people
what I thought
know
you
my
were gonna.
body.
I thought you were gonna
Like
say
people
Stephen
know,
A.
like
Yeah.
that's like
was-
implied.
I thought it was Braun,
But-
Tom, and Stephen. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Every time I tell someone I like Joe Budden, they be like,
No,
Ew, I can see
Joe
that.
Joe is Joe is definitely underrated. And when people only speak of Joe centered around Pump It Up, that just lets you know
it's
that
crazy.
they have no idea. They don't know music
They
if
wasn't outside.
that's
Yeah,
their
honestly,
narrative.
in the words of my Queen's native, they weren't outside.
They was
weren't
not outside.
No.
Joe Bud is actually one of the best rappers
You
of all
had
time.
you had to been outside back
Lyrically.
then. We'll
Like, if
get
you-
into
Well-
outside later.
It's crazy because Joe Budden I respect really because the podcasting like we get like that's like super dope. But I feel like to do 2 things in one lifetime and be really good at both of them, not everyone can say that. Like that's
People-
why I respect
yes.
Kobe. Kobe was immensely talented
That's
at
a
a
fact.
bunch of different things. I mean, you know, God rest his soul. It's a shame he's not better than LeBron, but he's
I will-
still like
and I will-
all
See,
time.
why
I will
did
walk
Rick-
out this podcast right now.
What
I'd
that
walk out.
extra part that you
I would
that
literally
extra
walk out.
layer
I said
that
it's a
you
shame.
added.
I
like-
literally will walk out.
and
Yo,
can I
look-
say something real
Don't
quick?
test
course.
me. I'd walk out.
This is for all of the LeBron James fans.
The Bron
Stan,
sexuals.
what do y'all call it?
Bron
What do y'all call
Bron
us? Bron
sexuals.
sexuals? Yo, calling us Bron
I
sexuals is
hate-
crazy.
Listen, I hate that y'all are on the Lakers. Like
I know you do.
it drives me
too?
insane because
Yo.
you're not actual fans. You don't care about our
We
team.
don't.
You're just there for LeBron. So
Yeah.
everything else doesn't matter. You're just worried about whatever LeBron does. And it's like,
That bothers
This
you.
is it bothers
It
me.
bothers him too.
It
Yeah,
bothers me.
because I'm actually like Laker fans are like Knicks fans. We don't really care what's going on. We're here. LeBron fans, you know why I don't like LeBron fans? Because most Bron fans aren't fans of basketball. They're just fans of him.
Let's talk about
You
it.
know, so if
Can
I'm
we
like,
get a snap in
yo,
there?
top of my head, how much did Gilbert Arenas average in the 05-06 season? You wouldn't know. I wouldn't expect anybody else to know that. But it's like, you're not really a fan of this sport. Like, I done lost money to this sport. I done cried to this sport. This sport hasn't took me play. Like, I'm a fan of the sport.
Yep.
Like, I'm in love with, like, I don't just like the Lakers. Like, it was a thing. Like, it was Kobe and
You're
the
a
Lakers.
basketball fan.
You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all
So,
think
yeah.
I'm a fan of the NBA?
I think
Only
you're a fan of
only because I really know
sports.
you. I
Okay,
would say
gotcha.
yes.
All
Because
right.
I know you. Yeah.
So ISO on me real quick, cause y'all raising my blood pressure. They're both Laker fans for the audience out there, but I don't think they remember what the Lakers were post Kobe and pre LeBron. So
Yes, I
allow
do.
me
Yes,
to
I
walk
do.
y'all through
Yes, I
this.
do.
Come on, don't disrespect
Yes,
us
the
like
fuck
that.
I do, bro.
So when LeBron signed with the Lakers, I knew y'all was gonna be in y'all feelings because when we was in high school, the LeBron Kobe thing was a real debate, and I was on the side of Kobe in high school. I changed my mind after like having seen like more years play out, and I get it. If y'all want, only person I'm cool with being ranked ahead of LeBron is MJ. And some of
I
y'all
mean,
Kobe fans think Kobe better than MJ. That's how I know y'all be smoking crack.
Here's
Not
what-
y'all.
I do
No,
have
no,
MJ
no.
before Kobe,
I'll be honest with
Okay,
you.
I thought you said you had Kobe before. I'm about to say
and
I-
MJ is before
Here's the
LeBron.
thing. I don't, right? And I was
That's
asked,
'cause y'all
shout
a
out.
realist.
No, shout outs to Eyes on the. No, I don't have Jordan above Kobe. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wait, what?
I have Kobe. This is what I'll tell you. I have no argument that Jordan is the greatest player of all times. When you look at how good he was from the day he started to how all he accomplished, his statistics go with it. He has the resume. Like, I'm not arguing that. But we're talking about the best player I've ever seen with a basketball in his hands. There's nobody on the planet that's better than Kobe Bryant ever. And that's
Well,
what
you're
that's
saying
the
that
hill that
you've
I'll
seen-
that's the hill that I'll
Talking
die
about
on.
skills.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like if
I'm with you. Skill set.
we're in a gym, there will be no player in the gym that's better than Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan, LeBron, KD, all
Skill set?
included. Period.
But
He's
if
the
we're
best player in
talking
his gym.
overall, like
Best player
MJ
in
is
his gym.
before Kobe, and Kobe's my
Of course
guy.
he is.
Listen,
MJ's
he knows
before
this.
Bron too.
listen, bro. It's tatted on me.
He's more iconic than Bron. I'll give you that.
No,
Nah,
I
he-
give you
he's-
that.
MJ's the GOAT. Like, there's no question.
He's the
there's
greatest
no,
player of all time.
He's the greatest player of all time.
Greatest.
If LeBron doesn't come to the Lakers, y'all don't have another championship.
I don't care.
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
just saying
bro.
that.
That's how
I've had
No,
five.
I
No,
don't
but-
care.
I
but
went
see-
through five,
see,
bro. You can't relate
we
to
don't
that.
care.
I
Like,
went through five.
Yo,
we're
this is-
good.
I've
this
been
is
winning
why-
all my
We're
life.
good.
This
We're
is why,
good.
and it's funny because both of y'all be throwing subs at me on Facebook
Every day.
with the whole Laker Nation. That's why I call y'all Flaker Nation.
I'm gonna start adding you
Laker
next time.
fans are the most fickle fans in the NBA. And the fact that you would even compare y'all to Knicks fans, you should be ashamed of yourself. Knicks fans are delusional. Lakers fans are not delusional.
I just meant loyalty wise. But you see, it's
no,
hard.
their
I get what
loyalty
you're
is
saying.
delusional.
It's hard to compare the Lakers fans to Knicks fans because the Lakers don't really lose that often.
That-
we don't,
exactly.
We don't have that many horrendous. Like the Knicks have a multiple horrendous seasons.
Not
bro.
too much on Dolan in the Garden. Not too much.
Can we curse on this?
Yeah.
Fuck the Garden
Nah, not too much on MSG.
until Drake comes.
Yeah, not too
Not
much.
too
on
much.
MSG.
Until Drake
Yeah,
comes. You know?
that was wild.
That's-
Don't do that.
Fuck
that's-
the Garden.
that's
Listen,
the
I'm a Laker fan and a Nets fan anyway. So
Nets?
Nets?
yeah,
Wow.
you know I've been a Nets fan for a
Since
while.
when, bro?
Since Jersey?
2003.
I'm not gonna lie. Them early 2000s Nets
That was
teams
NBA
lit.
Live 2003.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
KD. No, not KD.
Jason
Kevin-
Kidd,
Jason
Vince
Kidd,
Carter,
Kidd,
Kenya
Jason
Moore,
Kidd,
Richard
yeah.
Jefferson, Keith Van Horn.
They was like that.
Yeah, I've been there.
That was, yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I feel like you hopped back on their bandwagon when Kyrie and KD came. And they're no longer
nah.
here.
So honestly and truly, to really be honest, we're a little old. So like when we were younger, there wasn't really any social media or NBA apps to tell me when the games were coming on.
Mhm.
So the only channels that I knew for a fact I can catch games on was MSG and Yes.
Yes,
So
network.
I
Channel
honest-
89.
Yeah. So to be honest,
I remember
that's
that.
why. So
That's a fact.
I've been a Laker fan since I was 5 years old. So that's written in gold. But a lot of my earliest memories of basketball really come from me watching the Nets play other people. I was a really big Jason Kidd fan. I loved Vince Carter.
Jason
Richard
Kidd was
Jefferson-
him as a point guard.
I think
He's very underrated.
I started off being an AI fan. Like, my
I-
number
Oh,
was
yeah,
3.
yeah, definitely,
Like,
yeah.
that was my
Yeah.
introduction to...
Yeah.
I had braids. My favorite number was 3. AI was a little short nigga. So I definitely...
He was relatable. He
Him,
was
Shaq,
relatable.
and Kobe was my 3 favorite players in the
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah, but
I think there was a most influential athlete list,
Mhm.
and I don't think AI was on it. I have
That's
an
hate.
issue
he'll
with that.
never be on there. Even though
Whoever
he
left
deserves
him
to
off
be.
the
Oh, I
list
thought
is
you was
hating.
agreeing.
No,
with
like,
it.
he
No,
deserves
that's
to be.
absolutely
No, no.
ridiculous.
Yeah, that's hate. Yeah.
He's the
You
most.
cannot mention influence in the NBA and not mention AI.
Him and Steph
But
Curry are the most influential players.
I
of all
think
time.
a lot of times
agree.
what happens is we romanticize the past and I love Allen Iverson. But when I try to explain to older people, I'm not gonna call them old heads because they hate when I do that. That Steph Curry is better than AI. They try to give me pushback because they're like, yo, he had the heart of. I'm not discrediting his heart. He is not a better player than Steph Wardell, whatever you want to call him. He's not a better player.
I think before
there's like 5 point guards ahead of Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
10.
I think before you could make that argument, but like where Steph is now,
it's too much.
It's too much.
I got Steph ahead of KD.
How many
all
rings
time.
does he have?
4.
That's insane.
You see, and this comes to the conversation we just had between who do you think is better or who's greater. I would say Steph is greater than KD.
But AI
Nigga,
is...
KD, there was never a day in life where Steph Curry was better than Kevin Durant. Like, not one. Not for a day, not for a week.
But I feel like...
Never.
I understand what you're trying to say.
I get what he's saying.
I get what you're trying to say.
Because if you look at both of them, one's clearly 7 feet, and you would take, like, the taller player. Steph...
I don't even think he's saying... I don't even... Like, he's 7 feet and can dribble like
30.
a guard. He
I
can
know.
shoot
He's
like...
a cheat code. But I will say this. That 2-year run where Steph won back-to-back MVPs, I entertained the idea that he was actually better than LeBron, and then I woke up. Because I've never seen anybody set the league on fire like that. For 2 years straight, for you, I think they won 67 games, and in 73, Steph Curry was shooting from the parking lot.
Even though his first MVP was a fluke, I'll be honest.
Let me ask you this. You think Steph can catch LeBron?
In terms of what? Points?
Greatest player of all time. Because I'm sure you have Bron before Steph.
Do you want me to walk out this podcast?
So
I'm saying, do you think he can ever catch him?
No.
The answer is yes. He has the opportunity to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to capitalize, though.
Wait, excuse me. Can you explain? Can you explain? What do you mean? You think he has the opportunity to?
He has 4 rings.
Don't do this.
So he has listen to me, man.
No, because y'all be trying to get y'all LeBron hate off using Steph as a puppet. I'm on to y'all. Y'all try to use Kevin Durant. Y'all are nasty.
Let me listen.
I have nasty.
LeBron is the top 5 player of all times. To me, top 5 for sure. But what I will say is, based on not just the magnitude of his stardom, but how he changed the game with like shooting and shit like that. And his resume as of right now, I have 2 MVPs, 4 rings, and a final MVP. If Golden State do some more Golden State shit within the next 3 years, they'll probably have him right there. But the only reason why I can't put him, I'm gonna change my mind. Why I'm going to say no is because of the plays he would have to pass in order for him to be past LeBron due to the media. So I can't put him ahead of Magic. I can't put him ahead of Bird. Don't put him ahead of Shaq. He damn sure gonna go ahead of Bean Bryant. So I want to say maybe no. Now that I think about it.
Do y'all understand that LeBron has been him since 12? No, seriously. LeBron has been him since 12.
Like,
this was not in the notes.
I don't even know.
I don't even remember.
I was trying to talk about Chris Brown's new album.
Oh, we can get there because we gotta stand here.
Y'all came here to get y'all LeBron hate off, and this is not the platform
hate.
for that.
It's
LeBron,
reality.
Rich Paul, Maverick, if y'all out there listening, or if you happen to get a wind of this clip, I just met these 2 people today. Like, I literally just met them, dragged them off the street and said, hey, do you guys want to do a podcast? They said
and we
yes.
just jumped in here and said, yeah, right?
Braun, listen, I love Braun.
You don't love him.
I respect Braun. I just hate his fans. I don't like his
fans. Same can be said about
fans.
Beyonce fans. I hate them.
Oh, we can't do that.
It's kind of hard to not like Beyonce.
I hate Beyonce fans.
But it's Beyonce, though.
It's Beyonce. How can you...
Are we acting like LeBron is not on Beyonce's level?
No, he's not.
Y'all want me to walk on this podcast?
Yes.
So if he's on... So where's Jordan at then? God?
Oh, Jordan's fans are the worst.
They
20 years later, and they still hanging on his nuts. Y'all, they must be stopped.
He's literally like the fucking face of like, yo, Jordan is the face of sports.
Nah, he's him.
Like, if you type in sports on Google, his face pops up. Like,
I know. I've never seen anything like it. I say this all the time.
Like,
Jordan is the only celebrity where I feel like other celebrities would be like geeked to actually meet him. Like, when someone says you're the Michael Jordan of hairdressers, barbers.
Seriously.
That's a fact.
Like, it's like he's a cultural reference. So that's LeBron's no one's ever touching that. That's why for y'all to have Kobe ahead of him is ridiculous. And if you give Kyrie Kobe's height, Kyrie is better than Kobe too.
Excuse me?
If you give Kyrie Kobe's height,
I see what you're trying to do
better
here.
than Kobe.
I see what you're trying to do here, especially to me. You think you slick.
So disrespectful.
You think you slick. You think you slick. But the answer is no, he's not quite there. He doesn't play defense.
You are absolutely disrespectful. Like,
he's doing that. He wants to jab.
I know y'all know how many all defensive teams Kobe made off the top of your head. I know
9.
y'all do. I know y'all do.
9.
Not too much of mine, but I got y'all.
Just relax.
Chris Brown,
my brother.
He made an announcement. He's got some new music on the way. He's got an album coming out in November, allegedly dropping on 11/11, called 11/11. and it's supposed to have 11 songs. I, for one, want to say I am thankful in advance that the album is going to be short.
I agree.
I hate those long ass albums he be doing. I don't care how much they slap. I hate them.
He does that. That's like a streaming cheat code. But I'm with you on that. I want artists to get back to doing. Maybe I'm fine with a 12, 13 tracks.
Piece. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown dropped so many different singles that I liked.
Mhm.
No Guidance, Privacy, Liquor.
No Guidance, yes.
There's these different pockets
Bops.
that I wish was just all on one album, because there's certain albums. I think it was, what was the album when he just got out of prison?
Heartbroke on a Full Moon.
No, it was the gray one when he's holding his
Fame?
Royal, what?
I
No,
think.
Royal.
For my fans,
No, the gray one.
I don't know.
When he's
What
holding
year
the
was
baby.
this? 2018?
Like 12.
I forgot. But listen, so the first track, it'll be like some pop shit.
Mm-hmm.
Skip. Second one, some pop shit.
Skip.
Skip. Then it'll be Liquor.
Bop.
That's my shit.
was
Then
it.
it'll be
Bop.
some pop shit. Then it'll be some next shit. Then another banger. So my issue with some of Chris Brown's albums is those different songs, those one-offs that just
And the order of
it takes away
Yeah.
from the album being a classic. Like when you go to his first album,
Mm-hmm.
all hits, all R&B.
Was that before he made it? Right.
Exclusive was
Exclusive
another
is
one that
his
was
best
classic.
album of all time.
Exclusive
Yeah,
is my
by
favorite
far.
Chris album.
Mine too.
My
Facts.
issue, and this is how I feel about a lot of R&B artists in general, though. Like, and the industry might have something to do with this. A lot of R&B artists feel like they have to step into that pop lane in order to take off. That's one of the reasons why I like Summer Walker, because you play her album, we getting straight R&B. I don't have to
Yes.
hear the bubbly pop song that you're trying to get played on Z100. I don't know, is Z100 something?
But your girl Nicki did the same thing, and the
I
reason
didn't like that either.
the reason I feel like they think they do it is because us black people, we do not buy music.
I buy music.
And I don't think we're at the majority of these festivals, whether
But-
that's because of pricing or we just don't like festivals.
But regardless, if black people don't buy music, if white fans are the biggest consumers of hip hop,
Yes.
regardless. So it doesn't matter if
'Cause
it's
it's more
pop
than-
or
yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's pop or this. I just want R&B artists to get back to doing R&B music. Like Neo's first two albums, classic.
Ooh.
He also went pop.
I know.
That shit used to piss me off.
He
I
also
don't
went-
want to
he
hear.
also
I don't.
went crazy.
First two albums, classic.
Facts.
By the way,
Chris-
Neo, I never mind. I'm not trying to get the show
Oh
canceled.
yeah, we're.
But,
so if
I agree.
If
I
this
agree.
next Chris album, it's 11 tracks, it better be all R&B cuts.
You know, to even to piggyback off what you said some more, I always said the most organized chronological body of music I ever heard in my life was American Gangster by Jay-Z
It's
in
my favorite.
2007.
Classic.
I actually bought American Gangster and Exclusive the same day. Like I bought them both at the same
Mhm.
time. And what I would say is listening to Chris Brown's, I call it the biblical studies with like 48 tracks. It's honestly like he just took a bunch of songs and hit shuffle.
And do it.
Exactly.
You feel me? It's
Yeah.
almost
I
like,
don't like
it's
that.
almost like
Yeah.
a playlist almost.
Right.
So I'll be honest, like you ever had like a really good show that it's like Grey's Anatomy. Who the fuck finishes Grey's Anatomy? Like I've never, I haven't finished a Chris Brown album in like 6 years.
No, me either.
You feel me? So
not doing it.
11 tracks, I'm very, very excited for that. I just pray now that it boosts up the quality of each song because I'm ready for a great body of work.
And I think
I need that.
not even just R&B artists. I think artists need to get back to bringing artistry to albums. So like YG, My Crazy Life. I felt like I was in Compton. That
Mhm.
whole
Yeah,
album
yeah.
felt like a movie.
Facts.
Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick, movie.
We
Like
don't-
it feels like that.
No, we don't
Does
bring
it
that
feels
name
like
up on this
American
show.
He was
Gangster.
in his
If
bag,
you watch the
yo.
movie and you hear what Hov is talking about American
Facts.
Gangster, the parallels is right there. They feel like movies. Now we're just getting a whole bunch of throwaways. Artists trying to get their songs on different playlists. There's no artistry. There's no thought process. There's no album rollouts. It's just a bunch of songs together.
That's
and
it.
that's why a lot of albums you'll play it and you'll just move on from it now.
Yeah, I think artists nowadays are making music for the times and not timeless music.
Exactly.
And I hate that.
Facts.
Like I really,
TikTok
really
music.
hate that.
I hate
And
it.
by the way, we haven't forgot Drake. You promised us this new album 2 to 3 weeks ago.
So
We still don't have it.
wait,
He said last night at the concert that he finally heard it for the first time today. Nigga, where is the album? And that shit better be a slap too. Cause that little dance hall bullshit,
Sure,
I think honestly,
sure.
Nevermind just did like some major shit. I was not feeling that album.
you didn't like Honestly Never
No, I
Mind?
didn't, bro.
You-
The shit where
It's
him
the-
and 21 Savage, Her Loss is like he had some hits on
Her
there.
loss, but before I even get to the God, also want to piggyback over what you said in reference to what you said too. who do you guys think is the number? I don't know if I call him the number one artist, but fuck it, I'll call him number one artist. Who do you think is the number one artist in the world right now?
Bad Booney? Nah, I'm joking. Nah, shout out to the
He's
Latinos,
actually
though. No, he actually is.
He actually might be number
He's
2.
like the Latin Drake.
He might be number 2.
Who's number 1?
Drake might be up. Are you saying rap or just
you
overall?
saying, are you asking us? You really know the answer?
I honestly know the answer.
Oh, I don't. I would have said Drake too, but
Are you talking about like rap artists or just overall?
This person is
Taylor Swift.
Close. It's The Weeknd.
I'm not
The
surprised.
Weeknd just
How?
broke the record for the highest attending concert in like music history. And I'm in my head like, when was the last time I heard a Weeknd
I'm
song?
about to say, yeah.
This is
how
my
is it?
haven't-
The
What?
Weeknd is another one. House of
exactly,
Balloons,
yes.
classic.
Mhm.
He went pop. I'm not
Starboy was
going.
tough. But that's the thing. He went pop though. And yo, that shit, I get why
Alright,
you
let
say
me-
people
let me-
go pop.
Let me ask y'all this: if they sit y'all down and say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna let you do 3 to 5 years or whatever you want to do. By year 6, you will make a pop album, or you're not getting put on at all." What are y'all doing?
My thing is like,
Making a pop up.
if you
Yeah,
make
right.
this is my thing. If I'm not mad. Okay, if you go and do a pop album, if you want to go do a dance album, you want to go do these one-off albums, that's fine. But I don't want that to be your whole identity.
Your bread and butter, yeah.
Like
facts.
you
Okay.
still need to come back to
your
R&B.
roots, yes.
So my issue with a lot of R&B artists is once they go that pop lane,
They never come
you
back.
never come back
word.
to what started, and it's like,
But do you? But
Word,
You know what I'm
can we
saying? Like, what about
understand?
us?
And again, I'm not
What
defending them, so I don't want y'all.
about
I'm
us?
just
What about
playing
us?
devil's advocate.
Mhm.
I'm not defending them, but can you understand why they don't come back if they see like, yo, the
That
streams, money, and everything on this side is way crazier than it was when I was doing that? I'm not gonna lie. If someone said, Marcus, stop this podcast shit and you can go do this TV shit. If the TV shit was looking better and was generating me more money, I would consider it. I'm not saying I would do it because I like podcasting, but I would consider it.
the women in R&B are proving that you don't have to go pop.
Like who?
Summer.
Outside of her.
I don't know if I don't even think Summer super sells like that though.
I don't think she does either. I
She
really
does.
don't.
She sells pretty well for an R&B artist.
I think she's lit like to
But who
us.
else? SZA?
SZA doesn't really make pop music. She might do, and this
Her
SZA
album-
does a
her last
great job
album's
of
tough.
doing those one-offs. She might jump on those pop songs, but for the
Facts,
most part,
facts.
we're gonna get those R&B slaps that we want from SZA.
Which is also why I feel like
Ari Lennox.
nah.
I think
don't
those
she
type
does
of
it.
artists have certain types of fans, and generally speaking, this is not me stereotyping.
You
when
are.
people think when people think of Summer Walker, Ari Lennox, and SZA, they think of like that earthy neo soul like
Tap water
woman,
drinking.
like I
Nah.
use shea butter.
Ari
go
Lennox,
to
maybe.
I wear beads.
Right. Yeah,
got
seriously.
beats
I
on.
really think like Ari Lennox like Indie Ari, like kind of like that vibe.
Joe Scottish.
Right. Like
Hey,
Yes
Joe.
and no. I don't. Ari Lennox, yes. SZA and Summer as their entire identity? Absolutely not.
I think Summer is still trying to find herself. Her music is more centered around her failed relationships and like pain and trauma.
Not too much.
Not too much. Okay.
Not too
No,
much.
but
Not too much with the truth now.
and
damn
SZA,
it.
are we talking about
Relax.
BBL SZA or
I ain't
not
gonna
too
lie.
much again.
BBL SZA, that
SZA
last
was
album was
good.
kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie. But
she went to my college, by the way.
It's
Dropped out
fine.
after a
DSU?
semester, yeah.
but
Not too
even,
much on
even
the
with
SZA?
Summer,
Alright.
even with Summer Walker, we act like Summer have a couple flops.
Where
Does have a couple flops.
flops as albums?
Wait, before you finish, I don't even care what flop she had. That album,
The first one
whatever.
Over it.
with the pink
still
do-rag
She
on.
could have retired off.
Yo,
of that. I heard
over it,
enough.
son. Over it might be it might be my top 3 debut R&B
It's up there with
project
Trap
ever.
Soul.
I play still
Trap
over it
Soul
more than over
is
it.
like, I'm
No, yeah,
glad
of
we're on the
course,
same
yeah.
page. Because
It's
Trap
up
Soul's
there with-
pinned right
Trap
here.
Soul is legendary.
It's
iconic.
Confessions and
I like
Trap
Trap
Soul.
Soul.
He
Like,
could have
it's
went
right
into
there.
the Hall of Fame with that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Since then, it's been a little shaky.
That's
I'm
but-
still on him saying that Summer got flops. I haven't
you
heard
have to name
I
those,
haven't heard
please.
a bad
Please.
Summer Walker
But
album.
we'll talk in the meantime. But yeah, please name these flops because
Never heard it.
yeah, I'm a huge fan of Summer Walker. I didn't even know she was younger. She's like 27.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a young.
Damn, they've come at you fast.
Summer
Yeah.
does, like I said, whatever she does in her personal time, that's on her.
She does need to stop having kids though.
Leave
You
these
can't
niggas
give every
alone.
nigga you talk to a baby. Sorry. Yeah, I said it. ISO on me. You cannot
tough.
give every nigga you talk to a
I
baby,
stand-
ladies.
I stay out of Summer Walker's business.
Last day
so
of summer was not all that.
You're bugging.
Wait, what did he say?
Last day of summer was not all
That
that
was
to me.
Girls Need Love on there. Karma.
That's
Yeah,
one.
you
You're
on
talking
your
about
own
one
budget.
song. Like
You
we're
on your
talking
own
about
That
budget.
whole album
yo,
is
you-
CPR.
yo,
Like I can name all the songs
no,
on there. What?
no.
You're bugging.
I'm
Oh,
still surprised
no.
that The Weeknd. I didn't expect that. The
Yeah,
reason
he
I
just set the
said Taylor
record.
Swift was because the Swifties, whatever the hell they call
The
themselves,
Swifties.
they're another one. Yo, y'all in the Beehive are starting to annoy me too.
Don't mix the Beehive with.
With the Swifties,
Don't do that.
Why,
You
they
see-
be doing too much.
Nah, you
Both
can't.
fans be
you
doing
can't
too
compare
much.
nobody to the Beehive. They did us like the mafia, bro. Like I remember one time I said something bad about Beyonce and the tweet just didn't go through.
Because why would you say
I was like,
something?
what the fuck? Like it's like
Why
I
would
didn't
you
have.
be saying something
It's like
bad
I
about
didn't. It's
Beyonce?
like I didn't have served. That's a good morning. Shit went straight through.
And I
Like,
think
you can't even talk bad
Beyonce,
about
I think we
Beyonce.
had this conversation
We did.
before. Beyonce is the greatest entertainer of all time. Over Michael Jackson. Debate your mother, your aunt, your uncle, your friends.
Oh
I
my
don't care. Yes,
God,
it is.
And
bro.
I'm standing on this.
Nah.
Give me Rihanna over Beyonce any day of the week.
As a
Why?
performer.
See, I be trying
Just
to
in
be. I
general.
be trying to be here with you, bro.
No, I'm not
That's
talking
tough.
about. Look, here.
It's tough.
My argument
It's-
is Rihanna makes more gender neutral music. If we're being honest,
Gender
we know
neutral
we
music
know
is
All right, I
the
get it. I
demographic
get it.
that
Okay.
Beyonce brings out, the girlies and the others.
The girls.
Yeah, right.
So you don't
The
listen to
girls.
Beyonce. All right,
Hell
how
no,
about
I'm
Destiny's
never-
Child album?
No, I listen to everything Beyonce though. Beyonce's
I
it
don't.
for me. I fuck
That's
with
not my
Beyonce.
bag. Would you play Beyonce in your car? No, I could play Rihanna
I
in
ain't
my
gonna
car.
lie.
Rude
I'm
boy,
talking
anything.
Crazy in Love. The first. I'm talking. It doesn't have to be like the.
I played the
recent
joint with her
albums.
and Jay Z. Her and that Jay Z album. What was it? Years ago was
Meet
fire.
the Carters.
The Carters.
No, not
The
that one. The
Carters.
one before that with Drunken Love.
No,
Oh,
that
that's
Crazy in
Lemonade.
Love.
Yes.
Okay.
Crazy in
Lemon-
Love.
No, Drunken
Lemonade.
Love.
Lemonade.
I've been drinking.
That is.
What album
Lemonade.
was that? It was her and
Oh, that was
Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
That's not Lemonade.
No.
No, that album was called Beyonce with
Oh,
Drunken Love.
yeah, whatever
yeah.
that was.
That album
all
slapped.
slaps.
Drake was on that one. You could hear that song.
Yeah, all slaps. But outside of that, like Rihanna's performance at the Super, I was in the living room going crazy.
I think that's so whack. Like I can listen to guy music that's not necessarily. I'm just saying I can listen to guy music that is not supposed to be targeted to me and be like, yo, this is about
What music is not targeted to you?
guy music.
Like what? Give me an example.
I don't think Get Rich or Die Trying is targeted to me outside of 21 Questions.
But you can rap to it. Like
Yes,
it's still
but it's
inclusive.
not I don't think that I'm the target audience when 50 made What Up Gangsta.
You from Queens? Of course you was.
Of course, but I'm
Right,
saying
yeah.
What you mean?
No, I'm speaking about the content that he's talking
I know
about.
what you-
don't-
Okay, I get what you're
So
saying.
you
You're
get
not
what
a
I'm saying?
gangbanging
But-
gunslinger nigga.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
But I'm not either.
Neither am I.
but you
Right.
can't listen to the left. You like it makes you feel a little like, what's up with
Nah.
that? Like I don't
Because
understand
if
that
I
with guys.
come down the street in Brooklyn blasting to the left with no woman in my car, people are gonna think that I'm sweet.
No, it just
Yo,
means
not
that
the
the snap with it.
snaps.
It just means
Not
that
the
you
snaps.
appreciate good music.
I
Yeah,
get what
and I'm
you're
also
saying.
sweet.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
I
can
get what
listen
you're
to Cam, 50, Dipset, G Unit, and I'm fine. Y'all can't listen to Beyonce? I have a problem with
Because
that.
I listen to Summer.
I ain't
I like
gonna lie.
Beyonce.
I will
Look,
blast a shot of Summer Walker in my V.
Beyonce
Beyonce's
just not
too
my
much?
bag because of her fans, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hating on her because of
Now
her
you know how we
fans.
feel about LeBron.
Nah, I feel
We're
you.
here.
I feel
Hey.
you.
We're here.
But
You.
LeBron fans are not sending anyone death threats.
I'm sure I can
There's a
find
Bron
some right
fan
now.
Promise
in
you
my
they're not.
inbox.
I'm sure I can go on
Promise you
Twitter
not.
and find
Listen,
some right now.
Promise you not.
The only reason I haven't argued with Braun fans, I haven't been on Twitter like in 3 weeks. Outside of that, I argue with a Braun fan every day.
Are you on a detox?
Kind of. Well, I'm back now. So
Okay.
bring it on, bitches.
Yo,
I'm here.
I don't know if y'all heard, but Taylor Swift allegedly, reportedly, so don't quote this, turned down the Super Bowl halftime performance show. I don't know if it's true. That's just what's being
I didn't want to
reported.
see her there anyway.
How do y'all feel about that? And who do y'all feel like should perform? A lot of people were speculating that Usher might be in the mix because he has been dropping a lot of music back to back to back to back to back. Do y'all, and Vegas is like his second backyard now or home since he does the residency thing. And the Super Bowl will be in Vegas in February. What's your thoughts on that?
I didn't want to see
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
At the
America
halftime
would
show.
though.
Yeah.
Who cares about
I know.
America? We worried
Yeah, I
about what
wouldn't.
people from Queens want to see
Yeah,
at
I
the
would-
Super Bowl.
Not
She
quite
had
Queens,
G-Unit.
but she's close.
She had G-Unit
She
on
want to
stage.
see Lloyd Banks at halftime. Like,
I
like,
would
I
love
wanna see
Lloyd
Banks.
I like that idea. 50 Cent,
No, you don't.
G-Unit,
No, you don't.
Lloyd Banks
No, you don't.
reunion,
Reunion
at
at the
halftime.
halftime?
What? I would love to see that. Taylor Swift, I'm cool off of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Usher though. I think Usher would be great.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't care to see Taylor Swift at halftime. I would turn off my television.
I wouldn't watch it.
I feel, you know what? I ain't gonna front. I feel like I came with maybe I've been sleeping on Usher for like the last 20 years, but Usher definitely is Super Bowl halftime superstar magnitude worthy.
He's him.
Like he definitely has
is.
that. Like he also had bops from like all over. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like he got Love Me, Love You Down. Like he got a bunch of shit. So shout outs to Usher, man. Stop I say.
I
You
seen
think-
Usher at Lovers and Friends, and
I'm so mad at him.
it was
bro.
amazing.
Do you think Drake would do a halftime?
Nah, he thinks he's too good for that.
Really?
Yeah, Drake's not doing that.
And that's what I was just about to ask y'all
Drake's not
is
doing that.
why hasn't he or why didn't he do that yet? But I just like, and if Beyonce has done it, no one can say they're too big to do it. Because
You
when
know-
she did it, she was still
I
her.
feel like the Super Bowl is for people that are that tier of artists.
I agree. I just don't see him doing it, and I don't even know if they would ask him. It's not like he needs it, because what happens usually is people that perform at the Super Bowl get like a boost
And
Yeah.
everything.
and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would do it. Now, what I will say is this: I would love to see a YMCMB reunion at, like when Rihanna performed, it would have been dope. I know she would have gotten in so much trouble if she brought out Ye and Jay, and they did to Run This Town like as a unit.
Mhm.
That would have been so lit. But
That would've
obviously
been dope.
Kanye
And they brought
was
out
in
Braun as the
hot
mascot.
water.
That'd have been fire.
Kanye at halftime would be dope too.
You see,
He would
but
be.
you gotta understand.
Even Chris Brown would be
We're
dope.
talking about America. You
I
think
know.
America wants to see these people? Do you think they're ever going to
I
get
know.
I do,
Chris
but
Brown?
We're talking
or
from like a
Hip hop
from
is the number
perspective,
one
okay.
genre though.
Yeah, but we're talking
So
about
I do
the
think
America
Super
would-
Bowl, like that part of America.
But I don't know if the people that are running the Super Bowl care so much about.
Isn't it Jay?
Allegedly,
Well, yeah.
quotations.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I think
said-
it's more so about reaching those different demographics, trying to
Right.
diversify the football audience. So it's not necessarily about the 70-year-old white dude that
Mhm.
is watching the Giants play in the Super Bowl.
What about Travis
Oh
Scott?
yeah, you are a Giants fan. Are you watching football again these days?
I am.
Because you boycotted a couple years ago when
I
Colin
did.
Kaepernick was out of the league. or
You've
whatever
been
he was doing.
on a hiatus since then.
No,
No,
not
no.
since then.
Oh.
I was definitely
She
I was
She wasn't
disappointed.
fuck with the NFL.
you're so problematic.
What did I do?
Like you just didn't. I feel like you had no sympathy or anything to that situation.
I didn't. Hey,
I did it.
hey,
But-
and for the record, just so y'all know, because this weekend they was trying to get me. Y'all be in my comments and in real life trying to paint me out to be a conservative or Republican, saying I made a post about I said I hate red lipstick. I know you've seen this. There was like an annual
Yeah.
post from me. They tried to turn it into I hate black women. Y'all
Jesus
are not gonna
Christ.
get me canceled.
What's
It's
your
not
thing
gonna
with
work.
red lipstick? What's wrong with that?
You don't like
It doesn't look good on certain females. Can I
That
say the word
goes for
females?
anything.
I know. That's all I was saying. They killed me in the comments and started leaving red lipstick emojis. You weirdos.
I'm gonna start doing
That's
that.
super
too.
fire. That is
It
super
doesn't-
fire.
It
Listen,
doesn't
if you
look
hearing
good
this-
on all women. What part of that
Listen.
don't y'all understand? It does not look good on all women.
Listen, if you're
Some of
listening
y'all
to
look
this,
like Krusty the Clown. Some of y'all look scary.
please go to Real Marcus Lamar at Instagram and Twitter and leave more red lipsticks. under his
Please, I'm
pictures.
doing that
we
right
will,
after
We will
this.
kindly join you guys. I'm going to leave one right now while we're on this show. Actually,
No,
carry on.
that was, but yeah, the Colin Kaepernick thing. Hey man, I ain't like his energy.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, and I think
still
he's a
feel
fraud.
bad. Now you're pissing me off.
I do. I do.
damn,
I think he's a fraud.
I don't think he's a. I
A
don't think he's
fraud?
a
A
fraud.
fraud.
And
I
at
don't
what
think so.
capacity?
Yo, same thing with the whole Brittany Griner thing.
Oh,
Nobody
free
was
BG.
worrying about Ben Simmons when she was over there, right?
I
And
think it's time to go.
and on top of that, we gotta just be honest. I know you used to hoop,
Yes.
right? Everybody was like, "Oh yeah, when she come back, her first game gonna be lit." I purposely tuned into it to see like, yo, like if the ratings gonna no.
Well, Brittany
We don't watch
Griner
the
was
WNBA.
never like, she's tall, but she never was, if you actually watch the full game, she never was like, outside of her dunking, of course, was
She
never
was-
like the highlight.
Yeah, she was like,
to me.
No,
she was
yeah.
like, she was like primary defensive. She gonna block
Yeah.
some shots. She'll help out, like a lit ass DeAndre Jordan.
I just think because she's so tall and she can dunk, like that brings some form
Attention
of
to her.
She
Yeah.
was
excitement
she was
to
the
game.
first person consistently dunking for a little while.
They said that the girl from the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu,
Mhm.
I think she's like idolized Kobe or something. They said she's her.
I mean, anybody.
I haven't seen her
idolizes-
and
She
been
idolizes
playing
the
person,
greatest.
Nice.
but
It's the
they said
greatest.
she's nice.
I think if the WNBA starts creating narratives around different players, like storylines, like how we
Mhm.
do with the NBA, we'll see an increase
Here's
in
the thing.
viewership.
I don't even. I feel like the NBA doesn't even create storyline. They just occur.
No, they do.
Speaking
That's
of
Now,
why
the
we
NBA
de-
definitely manufactures
they-
because their off season is better than their regular season.
We will
Yo.
talk about LeBron for 8 weeks straight.
Which I
They will
hate.
find something.
I won't say
so
the
that's what I'm
network that
saying.
does
Like you
that,
guys
but-
can create narratives.
Yeah.
Just like we created narratives with This last college game.
The
What's
last
her
who?
name?
The women's championship game
Yes.
with
What's
Angel
from LSU?
Reese,
Yes,
Angela,
yes.
and
Angela.
Caitlin, whatever.
Clark?
There
Yeah.
was storylines behind
Yeah,
it
there
where it
was.
had people talking, so it just it built up this anticipation.
To want to see it.
I think if we start doing that with the WNBA,
Facts.
it would be dope. Even if we can't dunk.
Do you
right?
still-
Y'all seen?
Here and there.
You think you could beat me?
I'll bust your ass. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I'm serious. Like this
That's
was
what I'm
not
joking.
like.
I think she's serious.
I know.
No, I am too. Like,
That's
but
what I
like
was
she's
joking.
like smiling. Like I was being serious. You think you could beat me in a 1-on-1 game?
I do think I can.
Like
beat
not
you
for
in
podcast content. Like
Does he think I'm joking?
I really no. I'm asking you a serious question.
I don't know. I don't know how much more serious I can get.
Oh, you're dead ass.
I'm 100%
Oh, that's
dead ass.
cute. That's
It's gonna be sunny this weekend. I'll be refereeing.
That's cute.
I'll let you guys know what's going on.
Now, honestly, D, I
Okay.
want you to know, like, in no circumstance would you ever beat me in a 1-on-1 game.
That's cute.
And I'm not even saying that because you can't ball. It's just I will not let you beat me. Like, even if you had game point, I'm like, I'm fouling you like Zeke did MJ back in the day. Like, I'm jump like
Got
you're
you.
never
You
beating
seen,
me.
That's
Like,
cute,
You
and
seen
I
how
love
that
your
turned out though,
confidence.
right? You seen how that turned out, right?
Yeah, Jordan used to kill the Pistons. He averaged like 30 against them. I don't know why people always be saying
Only
like, he
30?
stopped them.
Only 30?
Like 29.3.
Yeah, like 34.
I love your confidence. It's cute. I like that.
That was cute.
I feel like a lot of guys, like when we're talking about sports, they have to,
Sneak
add a
that
little,
in.
I
add
get
a
it
little
though,
extra
because
sauce in there.
you can't
Yeah.
let a girl beat you in any. A girl can't beat me in basketball. That's
Nah,
what I
don't get me
say.
wrong. There is some girls that would definitely
no,
smoke my boot.
No, she's.
You're
no.
not smoking my boot.
I'm gonna
Not
hit
at this
select.
stage.
I'm gonna hit select every time.
I'm
Hitting
gonna
select.
not at this stage in
I
life.
will
No.
smoke you on the court. We can do debates. It don't matter.
Smoke is crazy. And
Smoke.
debates is even crazier.
Smoke.
I will say,
Hookah?
y'all, the reason I invited y'all on is because I do respect and value y'all opinions. Because a lot of people be like, yo, I'm trying to sit down with you. And it's like, all right,
A lot of
relax.
people follow the opinions of what everybody else is saying. At least when I say some shit.
It's coming from you. But you be spicy on these social medias. Like, I thought I was a troublemaker.
I'm not.
Nah, you are a troublemaker.
I'm spicy. Okay, I just say what
Trouble.
I
but
say.
you know
what's
how it's
real.
gonna land.
No, I don't know how it's gonna land.
Trouble just be finding me. I don't know how the fuck this shit.
Oh,
be
he
happening.
said you
I
the
just-
Mixie
I
King,
wake
so.
up. I just check my emails. I text my mom. Next,
all
you
you
know,
do?
1,000 notifications. What the fuck did I do now? What did I say now?
What's happening in Philly? James
Oh
Harden,
my
Daryl
God.
Morey.
Whew.
What's
Yo.
going on with that?
Let me just first start by saying that I am I love the Lakers and I support the Nets. I wasn't too fond of
Nigga
Harden.
got mad teams. yo.
Wasn't really too fond of
He had
Harden
another team.
leaving the Nets. I didn't like that. I haven't been a big fan of Harden for a long time. I feel he is slightly overrated. I'll be honest.
Okay.
But with that being said, I gotta say I have to look at this situation objectively, right? So one side of me is like, yo, I feel like I look at him from Houston. I seen what happened there. He left Houston and went to the Nets. Was it the Nets? That's where he went. Right? Went to the Nets. I seen what happened there. He left the Nets and he's on Philly. I see what happened there. It's a lot of drama in all these locations that you've been to. The only common denominator is you. And he also has a lot of narratives and scripts that go with him that shows that he's not. I've seen him quit in the playoffs. He has a lot of chinks in
Damn, I
his
hate
armor.
using that word.
He has a lot of chinks
did.
in his armor. He choked bad too. He gave
Yeah.
up.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought
He
he,
didn't
was on
even
payroll.
choke. He
The check
gave
cleared before the
up.
game.
Literally, he
It had
literally
to.
gave up. He's like, I'm not doing fuck this. But with that being said, I do have to admit, I feel like I might stand with him on this particular case. I feel like he came here under a certain notion, under certain pretenses. I know that for the simple fact of he opted into that contract, which is one of the silliest things I've ever seen him do. But I know he did that with something in mind. So for him to do that, I don't know what conversation was had under the table. It's clear as day that something, like there was a hood pulled over his head, and right now he's upset. You know what I'm saying? Like as a player, we sometimes forget players are just employees. You know what I'm saying? The owners and the GMs, these are the bosses. But one I have to say shout out to LeBron. He has been a catalyst in player empowerment. And with that, to a certain extent, because I am, some of these niggas be bugging, but I will say that I do feel like if you tell me to come here under certain pretenses and I keep my end of the bargain, and now it's time for you to, do what you got to do, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm not a fan of that because
So
I
you
didn't have
team
to come,
Daryl
I didn't
Morey,
have to do
basically.
that. I'm Team James Harden.
I mean, my bad. You team James Harden.
Unfortunately, yes.
I'm not gonna take a side here, but to piggyback off of what he's saying, from the corporate side of it, if there were conversations going on behind the scenes of James Harden was going to be promised certain things or certain things were supposed to happen, I can understand why he's going to publicly say, yo, this dude's a liar. You're not holding up your end.
Okay.
But then also if James Harden is not performing to the magnitude that the team needs him to, there's probably going to be conversations as well. So like, that's why it's hard for me to land on each side. I need to know what
transpired.
I need to know what transpired.
But look at it like this, right? If you say, yo, Harden, pull up to Philly, opt in on this contract, take the cut, right? After this year's over, I'll give it to you on the back end. Long-term Supermax deal, you'll get it back. It's pretty much you lending us money for now. I'll opt in. I'll sign my little $37 million is crazy.
It is.
But I'll sign my $37.5 player $1 million option. Now it's time for me to get the Supermax. Where is it?
But a partnership is 50-50, right? So it's like at the same point, I get your argument. If James Harden is not producing, it's hard to give you the Supermax.
Especially when you need him most. My argument against Harden...
I get that. I get both sides, but like...
My argument against Harden is this. I'm not saying that he's wrong for how he feels about Daryl Morey. I don't know what conversations they had, but if I'm an NBA general manager, there's only 4 proven players in the NBA that I feel like can lead and help a team win a championship. 4 proven. Steph, LeBron, Kawhi, and KD. Outside of those 4, Giannis? I'm not... Nope. Nope.
Whoa, Joker?
Nope. No.
Oh my God.
I'm talking about body of work.
Okay.
And those 4 guys would be my Mount Rushmore.
Who's your 4?
Say it again.
Kawhi, KD, Steph, and Bron.
Kawhi? You really putting Kawhi in there?
I don't know if I'm putting Kawhi there.
Kawhi has won in multiple locations.
He hasn't won since 98.
And I'm not even the biggest Kawhi fan. The point I'm making is with James Harden or James Hardley, he is a notorious choke artist when you need him most.
I agree.
The series against the Celtics, games 6 and 7, I don't even know why he came out. He could have stayed at the team hotel. Okay? And I'll never forget against the Spurs years ago.
Yes, I remember.
He scored 9 points when they were down Tony Parker and Ginobili.
They were down their whole, I remember
he chokes. That. I'm just saying I get both sides. Like I get what Harden is saying from the point of like, if we agreed on something, like you got to hold up your end of the stick. But then it's also like, if you ain't do shit, what am I giving you the Supermax for?
Maybe Daryl Morey had to change heart. Like, wait a minute. I'm looking at these.
You're not doing nothing. You're not worth the Supermax.
So also, as somebody who has, hooped a little bit in their life too, what I will say is like, we look at Harden from Houston, he's putting up 40. He literally was averaging 40.
He was going bananas.
Like, literally was averaging 40. Literally, no exaggeration. Check is like 36. And it's like, we want that. You know what I'm saying? But then he comes to Brooklyn now, and the script changes. I say that to say we're not on these sidelines. We're not in the locker room. We don't exactly know how he's being told to play. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We don't know how he's being told to play. And it kind of sounds like one of his issues in Philly is he does not want to play the way that he's been playing from post-Houston with like Brooklyn and Philly. It kind of sounds he wants to go back to that pre-40 I get buckets Harden era. So I will say that, I will give him that. Maybe it's not his choice to be playing like this, but what I will say is playing for Philly has dropped his stock tremendously, one. So he's already taken a pay cut, and now my stock is down. So it's like, even if I were to leave here,
and he's never been in the
older,
best shape.
I've never been in the best shape, and I have he has all these chinks in his armor. So it's like, yo, bro, I honestly think he's coming to reality that I might have had my last super big max contract. And I'm
That's
pissed.
fine though. To me, like I feel like is that bad?
In his eyes, yes.
300. You're losing out on $300
That means
million.
less parties with Lil Baby.
I mean,
it was that Michael Rubin's getting it in. We going to Michael Rubin's party next year.
We're going.
That Illuminati party, we definitely getting an invite. You don't want to go there?
Why, I'm going there. Fuck it.
Why
the Illuminati be writing people on Instagram allegedly.
Yeah.
No?
They do?
They do.
I feel like they wrote me. I feel like they wrote me.
We got a few minutes left. Tyler Perry and BT. He was supposed to buy it, but that deal fell through. They're asking for $3 billion. He was willing to offer $2 billion. So that has been scrapped. Do we think anyone or anything can salvage BET? Really quickly.
Anyone or anything?
I thought he bought it.
No, it fell through.
The New York Post reported that, by the way. So if y'all want to get at me,
Don't
New
make
York
us
Post
look
is
bad.
reporting that.
I think they can get a few people to go in on that last. It was a billion left.
Yes.
$1 billion.
And please do not say Diddy's one of them. I'm
I
tired
was
of Diddy being...
I was dead ass gonna say Diddy.
I thought
Remember when
50
he was
was in
about the
those
Carolina
conversations.
Panthers?
He's supposed to do a lot of shit in his life.
I heard 50 was in those conversations at one point, but
Nah,
50 having the different like
He building like a movie studio or like a...
he is. But I'm
Okay.
saying before, like if you have
Before,
an
gotcha.
artist that's like in film or
Right.
that's, I think you can get a few people to put some money together to. But is BT really gonna make a?
BT has been on its, BT has been dying for like 10 years. I really thought BT had something. They bought the game back. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to watch BT again. And they fucked
It's just
that
Baby
up.
Boy.
Yeah.
They
It's
fucked.
just Baby
Oh
Boy.
my
It's just Baby Boy.
And Peter
Does
pop off in
BT
the
own the
morning.
rights to Baby Boy? Because I don't see that
They
shit play
might.
They
anywhere
must.
else. They don't
They
play
must.
nowhere else.
I know. That was
Yeah.
a classic.
I don't think anybody can save BT.
Damn.
New York City held their first anti-rat day in Harlem. I don't know what this administration is doing. You guys are New York City residents. I don't live here. As y'all can see, I got a little LA shirt on.
Oh my gosh.
This
you're
city
tripping.
I hate
is
this guy.
dirty as hell. Hey, New York listeners
Wow.
and viewers,
Disrespect.
y'all city is, notice I said y'all city is dirty as hell. Don't get me wrong. If you're ever in LA and you go to Hollywood Boulevard, that shit is also dirty.
You're from here, so relax.
Not too much?
Not too much
All right.
on the
Yo,
town that
I
you're
was
from.
disgusted
who
walking
are
down
you,
Canal
son?
It's a
Street
different
as
person.
I was heading to the studio. By the way, lovely studio. Not too much on the studio. Studio is lovely. But outside of the studio, oh my gosh. And don't get me started on the subway system.
Bro,
Don't
you
get me
grew
started
up. You
the
grew up
subway
on the
system.
A train. What are you talking about right now?
Oh, no, I love Brooklyn, especially gentrified Brooklyn. Y'all out there be complaining about gentrified Brooklyn. Gentrified
I have an
Brooklyn is
issue with
lit.
Oh, I
Gentrified
don't. I
Brooklyn.
don't. I
Gentrified
don't.
Brooklyn
I don't
is
complain.
lit.
I don't complain about it.
I complain about
Get them
gentrified
niggas out of
Brooklyn.
it.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Gentrified Brooklyn
First
is
of
lit.
all, this
Get
is
them niggas out of this crazy.
one thing I love about Brooklyn. Brooklyn is one of the boroughs that still has community, like black
Yes.
community that to
Yes.
come together. I feel like
Shout out to Bed-Stuy too. That's the like epicenter.
so when you guys are talking all this gentrification stuff and loving it, y'all can kick rocks.
You
with
don't
that.
like
I don't like that.
You
No,
can still get good eats in gentrified Brooklyn.
I don't. No,
You're not rocking with it?
get him out of here.
Shout out to my city.
Lastly, Larsa Pippen and Michael Jordan, son Marcus Jordan. I hate that he even has my name. He's a bum. They are
He's mid.
allegedly looking to get married, and I, for one, obviously have a problem with it. Larsa's nasty.
You think it's fake or
It's
do you?
messy?
Nah,
And
I
I
don't
don't
think
care
it's
whether
fake.
it's fake or not. I think it's real, but
think
it's
it's
just so
real.
messy on so many levels, and
Because of-
I don't understand. I just don't understand it. Like, I really just don't understand what I'm not even gonna get into it.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Jada Pickett, Akilah Nabi, and Larsa Pippen.
Akilah
Oh
Nabi.
my
They
gosh.
all on a flight on Spirit going straight
Summer
to
Walker
hell.
too. We need the slaps before she
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
on the
Summer
plane.
Walker,
but
she
she's on
could
there too.
Not
definitely ride
too
coach. She could ride
much.
coach.
She's on there
What?
too.
She could ride coach. Yeah, they going straight to hell.
They've been tripping, man.
This is by far one of the most diabolical situations I've ever seen in my life. I don't want to say too much because it's very obvious, but I feel like this is so wrong on so many different levels. It needs to leave that little boy child alone. Leave that young man
But do
alone.
you guys think it's real? Like
I don't
I
trust
think it's
anything in
real.
Hollywood, so
that's what I'm
no, I
saying. So
don't.
it's like
Scripts? But
it's
scripts
given
for who,
scripts.
though? Does it
I
look,
don't know.
his dad
We
doesn't need any
wouldn't be
publicity.
talking. We wouldn't be talking about her if
I agree.
if this wasn't a thing.
I
I
agree.
mean, but who is she to even like?
She's talked about.
But what has she been doing though since this whole thing? Like, has she done anything? I don't think she's
I
doing
don't
anything.
know what she does
Like, she's not
outside of-
even,
I think she's a reality TV star.
she just smokes hookah.
She
in
does.
like James
Miami.
Harden. Sorry.
Wow. Now, if her and Harden hooked up, that'd be a lot more.
That would
compatible.
make
That would
sense.
be a thing. That would be a thing. Like Future to Harden is crazy. Wait, did I say Future? Oh man, it's tough.
Wow.
I shouldn't have said that.
She was with Future?
Allegedly. I don't know.
Future's
Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming on the show.
of course.
Loon, Hard and Soft, pause. What's the name of the show?
The Hard and Soft Show.
The
Follow
Hard and
us
Soft Show. Where can they
everywhere.
find you?
You can find me at King Luna First on everything. If you see me on Facebook, it's not me unless you're a Kobe fan. Welcome. And at the Heart of Soft Show every Wednesday, available on all social media platforms, YouTube, whatever. Hi, Mom.
D, thanks for coming on.
Of course. And y'all can find me at PrettyDee1033, IG and Twitter, PrettyDee1032 because my old Twitter got
Gotcha.
suspended.
We gotta
Oh,
get
you
you out
got
of
hacked.
Queens.
Oh no.
We gotta get you out of Queens.
Queens is the quality borough, but we'll get into that another time.
If you made it this
Christ.
far in the episode, that means you reached the end of the show. Unfortunately, like they say, all good things must come to an end. I want to thank everybody out there for listening and watching. In the meantime, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Marc My Words Show, to keep up with my latest content. And if you were feeling this episode, be sure to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. I go by the name of Marcus Lamar, and you'll be hearing from me again. Mark my words. Till next time.
Lit. That was fun.
Support.